Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Wedded Wednesdays with my husband, David Wright, myself, Janitha Wright. We are coming to you today. We have an amazing topic that we would like to share with you. Would you like to enlighten the people?
Yes, the topic we're talking about today is how to be punctual, on time in your marriage. How not to be late.
For everything.
For every single thing. And that is, well, let me just say, I'm a pastor, and this is my wife. She's my first lady, and
Your only lady.
Okay, however you want to put it. They call you first lady, Lady G, all that stuff. I don't know why they say first, because it ain't no second.
Right.
But Lady Janitha, right? So we do a lot of church stuff, and I like to be on time.
Yes.
But a lot of times it's hard to be on time. And we have to be a unit. As a unit, we have to be everywhere we go on time. But it's kind of hard. I find it hard to kind of get my wife in the car on time when we're trying to get somewhere.
No. You're not going to do that.
Well, it's the truth.
That's not the truth.
Tell the truth and shame the devil.
We're not going to
We have a problem
because
trying to get my wife on time. I'm usually in the car and I'm blowing the horn. Come on, sweetie, come on, we got to go. Or I'm calling, come on, we got to go. And I want to try to help people that deal with this. Maybe you got a husband that's usually late, or you got a wife that's usually lagging behind. How do you get them to kind of speed it up a little bit?
Why you keep looking at me, saying this stuff?
Okay, how about this? How do you get them to speed it up a little bit? And I think we just have to honor each other's time. Your spouse has to, if you have a deadline to meet, and we are one, you and your spouse are one, that means you both have a deadline to meet. If he has to be somewhere at a certain time, that means you both have to be somewhere at a certain time. And if you look at it that way, as if he's being late, that's you being late as well. That's just like if you're going to your job, you don't want to be late for your job. So we have to do what we can for each other to meet our certain timelines and certain time frames.
Right.
And that's how I feel. When she has somewhere to be, I want to be on time so she don't have to wait on me and she ends up missing something because I was slothful.
And vice versa. The same way with you. If I'm going to go, you let me know, you give me the time. Sometimes you give me a bogus time. If something don't start till 7 o'clock, you say, you start getting ready right now. And it can be 7 o'clock in the morning.
The reason I do that, so I know sometimes I know I ain't got to be somewhere until 7 o'clock. I'll tell her I got to be there at 5. So it gives me time for her to be late. So you got to do certain things like that. You live and you learn. We've been married almost 20 years. We got married in 2001, September 15th. So it's actually 19 years, 20 years next year. And I've learned my wife. And you ought to learn your spouse. I learned that her 6 o'clock is really 7 o'clock. I learned that her 7:30 is really 8:30. And you learn these things. So you have to do little things. I even tried to change the clock in the room. Change the clock in the room. and she realized that didn't work because she had her phone clock. So you do different things so you can try to help her be punctual. And this mainly the women. I'm sorry. Keep it 100 with y'all. It's mainly the women that are not punctual. They on time when they got to go to work. But when it's something that you got to do, or you know what, you tell them, hey, we got reservations at Roof Chris. Oh, they on time for that. They downstairs and they suited up and ready. You ready, dear? I mean, downstairs. I'm ready. She ready. She's ready. When it's something that they really want to do. But you got to take that attitude on stuff that you really want to do and add it to even the stuff that you don't want to do because you want to honor your husband or your wife's time.
Yes, that was beautifully said. Beautifully.
You know, Yeah, clap. My back. Pat me on the back.
Beautifully
Rub my
said.
chin.
Now, let's get to the real deal, because you ain't always on time. Yes, so. There's been times that I would be sitting outside in the vehicle waiting on you. There's been times where I'm fully dressed and I have to sit downstairs and wait for you to come down. There's been times I am at venues and I'm at places to where you're still late. You're there and you're still late. We leave late. We arrive late. Everything you have had me to be ready for. I feel like I'm ready for. I do my absolute best to be ready. Am I correct? Hey, am I correct?
No, you're not.
See, you're telling lies now. See, you don't want to give me. You don't want to.
You ready for everything? You always ready? You always on time?
90% of the time.
That's not true.
90% of the time, yes, I am. I do my absolute best. And if I am just a little smidget late, that's maybe like 10 minutes. 10 minutes. And then you tell me, oh, that's 10 minutes I got to make up. 10 minutes I got to make up on the road.
Yes.
It's not that serious. And I hate the fact that sometimes I'm only running 10 minutes behind and I get to places and they haven't even started yet. And that makes me, I know, you're right, just being punctual or what time they say to be there. I get that. But that is also aggravating. But at the same time, I honor your little speech you just gave.
And don't do your hand like that. That's like
I honor the little speech you just gave.
Well, I have another soliloquy.
I don't need no. You keep your soliloquies all to yourself.
Listen.
Keep them all to yourself.
Because
I think it's a respectful thing to do.
To be on time.
To be on time for both parties. To be on time, and like my husband said, to respect one another's time and respect that you don't just be up and ready when it's your thing to do, right, but you be up and ready even when it's his or her thing to do as well. And
it may be a curse because let me tell you, at the weddings, most of us men that have been married, you can go back to your wedding day and your wife wasn't waiting on you to get there. You were waiting on your wife to get to the church. And I can tell you, because at our wedding, my wife, you was late.
Listen, I believe.
Why do women?
Hold on, no, let's keep. I don't know, but let me tell y'all, I was a half hour late getting to the church. I was only a half hour. I have been to some weddings where the bride was 3, 4, and 5 hours late. People were leaving to go and get potato chips and soda and going to get KFC. Okay. Sending folks to get KFC while we were waiting on the bride. And
you was only a half hour late for a 1 hour ceremony.
I was only, but I'm just saying, being a bride and being a half hour late is not bad.
It's still late. Try to be
no,
a half hour
but they tell
late.
You they always. I was always told that the bride should not be, should be sitting there, sitting in the outside in the limo while they're gathering the bridesmaids and the groomsmen and while all of this is going on.
You were told that the bride should be late?
I was told that the bride shouldn't be there while all of that is going on.
And that's the problem with women being late, men. It starts at the wedding day because they were taught by their mamas, by their aunties, by their grandparents that they're supposed to be late.
Well, first of all, my mother and my grandparents and nobody taught me that. The wedding coordinator told me that. Said, a bride is to never be sitting around at the venue of the wedding, just sitting there.
I'm not saying being at the venue sitting there.
That's the whole ambience of the whole thing. The people The people is excited. They're wondering what the bride has on. They're wondering how she looks. It's just the excitement of, they already know the bride ain't gonna be there on time like that. But for a half an hour, I'll take a half hour any day than to sit up waiting on the bride for 4 hours.
How late was I at the wedding?
You weren't late. You were there. But that's you. It was your show, but not as much as the bride's show.
It ain't nobody's show.
I'm
It's
just
God's show.
Yeah. Whatever. But the bride pretty much takes the whole.
Now let me.
Dang.
You know, I don't want to dig, and I don't want to be offensive to anybody or any race. But when it comes, there's something called CP time. Loose here with that. They say colored people time. So does that mean that the black woman will be late, but the white woman won't?
I got news for you. I've been to Caucasian weddings, and if you want to say white, I've been to white weddings.
They start on time, don't they?
No, the bride, the white brides are still late too.
I don't know.
Yeah, they're late too.
Let's see the videotape. I don't know.
Okay.
Show me the videotape.
Oh, there's plenty out there.
Well, you know, because I don't want to dig, and you know, but we both know that colored people time seems to lag a little bit behind.
That's not true. Asian folks be late. White folks be late. Whoever else.
I don't think an Asian wife gonna be late for nothing. They do. Their husbands say be downstairs. They downstairs waiting. Matter of fact, they in the car waiting. Or horse and buggy, whatever they on. Them Asian wives, they ain't gonna be late. They husband, you know, they'll know they'll get left behind.
They won't get left behind.
And they know we ain't gonna leave them. They know that, so they know we're gonna wait. So that's why, you know, it's just a respect thing, and in order to have timeliness, punctuality in your marriage, you gotta have a conversation. Look, sweetie. You know, it was ridiculous the time we left last week.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. And for me, I hate, Mr. Y'all want to know something that I hate? I hate walking in a room late, and when you're walking into an already settled atmosphere, I don't like that. Sometimes you have put me in predicaments like that, to where I had to, because of your untimely, you weren't on time. I had to walk in an already settled atmosphere because he had us late. And I hate walking in rooms that are already settled, because, you know, once you walk in there and then, you know, all eyes are on you, you're walking in there. It's just, you know, late again. Here we are. We're late again. It's like, I cannot do this with you. You got me. You got us late again, and you got all eyes on us again because you're late. You're not punctual.
You are something else.
Thank you.
You are something else.
Thank you. So we just have to be mindful of that, spouses. Let's just try to do better. Do better. Listen, prepare ahead. I had to learn that. I had to learn how to prepare ahead. I ask questions. Husband, what time do we have to leave? Do I not?
Mm-hmm.
I do, right? I say, what time are we leaving? What time you got to be there? Okay, I get the time, and I know when I need to start moving. I know when I need to plan out my shower. I know when to plan out my makeup and all of that other stuff, so I can be ready. I can try to be ready. So planning ahead, don't wait. If your husband or your wife says, look, we need to leave by 7, don't start moving at 6 p.m. Can't do that. And if you're working, listen, lay your stuff out before you leave for work. Take the necessary steps and prepare yourselves ahead. Therefore, when you get off work, all you got to do, jump in the shower. You got everything laid out. go ahead. You got your whatever makeup, if you wear makeup, you got everything. You got your the color eyeshadow. You got all of that stuff already panned out, so you know that okay, I got an hour. I'm take my shower. I got this amount of time to put a little makeup on my face, and my clothes are already laid out, so I could try to be punctual, and so that I can have my husband on time or my wife where she needs to be on time. Right?
That's excellent. I love it.
Yeah.
So let me tell you this. It's Wednesday. We got church Sunday. I'm gonna let you know we're gonna leave here at 8:45 a.m. Sunday.
I'm already ready.
So let's start. You start getting ready as soon as we cut the camera. You start getting ready now for Sunday,
Are you kidding me?
so you can be ready.
Who beat who in the truck on Sundays?
So thank you for joining us
Don't even play yourself.
for another
You try.
episode of Wedded Wednesday. Listen, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also go on Instagram and catch us on Instagram at Wedded Wednesday. Y'all got Instagram, you know you do.
You know what it is.
Go on at Wedded Wednesdays and spread the word about Wedded Wednesdays. You know, a lot of people try to do what we do, but they can't do it like we do. So again, follow us and subscribe to us and spread the word about Wedded Wednesdays. And this episode was to help you to be better in your punctuality with your marriage.
Yes.
All right? So God bless y'all, and we thank you for tuning in. Happy holidays and stay blessed.
Holidays.
Peace.